Clapperboard title, Discipline Beats Motivation, the mindset that changes everything. Bullseye hook, first 20 to 30 seconds. What if I told you that motivation is actually the reason most people fail? Yes, motivation. That thing everyone is chasing. That thing people wait for before they start. Motivation is exciting. Motivation feels powerful. Motivation gives you goosebumps. But motivation is also temporary. It disappears when you're tired. It disappears when things get hard. It disappears when nobody is watching. Discipline doesn't. Discipline shows up when you don't feel like it. Discipline keeps working when motivation disappears. Discipline builds success quietly, day after day. And the truth is simple. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. And only discipline makes you win. Today, I want to show you why discipline beats motivation. Every single time. Fire Part 1. The problem with motivation. Motivation is emotional. And emotions change. One day you feel inspired. The next day you feel lazy. One day you wake up ready to conquer the world. The next day you just want to sleep. If your success depends on motivation, your success depends on your mood. And moods are unreliable. Think about it. You don't feel motivated every day to wake up early. You don't feel motivated every day to work hard. You don't feel motivated every day to exercise. You don't feel motivated every day to study. But successful people still do those things. Why? Because they don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. Motivation says, I'll do it when I feel ready. Discipline says, I'll do it whether I feel ready or not. And that's the difference between winners and everyone else. Electric light bulb Part 2. Discipline is a decision. Discipline is not about feelings. It's about decisions. You decide to wake up early. You decide to work hard. You decide to stay consistent. You decide to continue even when it's difficult. And once you decide, you follow through. That's discipline. You don't negotiate with your excuses. You don't argue with your laziness. You don't wait for motivation. You act. Because discipline is not about doing what's easy. It's about doing what's necessary. And the moment you understand this, your life changes. Because now, you don't need motivation anymore. You become unstoppable. High voltage sign Part 3. Motivation starts. Discipline finishes. Motivation is like a spark. Discipline is like fuel. A spark can start a fire. But without fuel, the fire dies. Many people start strong. They feel motivated. They set goals. They make plans. But when things get hard, they stop. Because motivation fades. Discipline doesn't. Discipline wakes up early. Discipline works late. Discipline repeats boring tasks. Discipline stays consistent. And consistency creates results. Not intensity. Not excitement. Not motivation. Consistency. And discipline is the engine of consistency. Part 4. Discipline builds mental toughness. Every time you do something you don't feel like doing, you grow stronger. Every time you push past laziness, you build discipline. Every time you keep going, you build resilience. Every time you choose hard over easy, you build character. Discipline trains your mind. It teaches you that feelings don't control you. It teaches you that excuses don't stop you. It teaches you that comfort doesn't own you. You start becoming someone different. Someone focused. Someone determined. Someone unstoppable. Because discipline is not just a habit. It's an identity. Rocket Part 5. The discipline advantage. Motivated people work when they feel inspired. Disciplined people work every day. Motivated people quit when it's hard. Disciplined people continue when it's hard. Motivated people wait. Disciplined people act. And over time, the disciplined person wins. Not because they are smarter. Not because they are more talented. Not because they are luckier. But because they never stop. Small effort. Every day. No excuses. That's discipline. And discipline always beats motivation. Repeat button Part 6. Discipline creates momentum. At first, discipline feels hard. You force yourself to start. You force yourself to continue. You force yourself to stay consistent. But then something amazing happens. It becomes easier. Your brain adapts. Your habits form. Your identity changes. You don't fight yourself anymore. You don't wait for motivation anymore. You just move. That's momentum. And momentum turns discipline into power. Now you're not chasing success. You're building it automatically. Trophy Part 7. Successful people use discipline. Look at successful people. They don't wait for motivation. They follow routines. They follow systems. They follow discipline. They wake up early, even when tired. They work hard, even when bored. They stay focused, even when distracted. They don't rely on feelings. They rely on discipline. Because discipline is predictable. Motivation is not. And predictable actions create predictable success. FIRE Part 8. How to build discipline. Discipline is not something you're born with. It's something you build. Start small. Wake up 10 minutes earlier. Work 20 minutes more. Exercise for 15 minutes. Study 1 extra page. Then repeat. Daily. Consistency builds discipline. Discipline builds confidence. Confidence builds success. Don't wait to feel ready. Start now. Start small. Stay consistent. Never quit. That's discipline. Thought Balloon Part 9. When you don't feel like it. This is the moment discipline matters most. When you're tired. When you're bored. When you're distracted. When you want to quit. That's when discipline speaks. It says, do it anyway. Start anyway. Continue anyway. Finish anyway. Because winners don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. And every time you push through, you become stronger. Globe Showing Europe Africa Part 10. Discipline changes your life. Discipline improves everything. Your work improves. Your health improves. Your mindset improves. Your confidence improves. Because discipline removes excuses. You stop blaming time. You stop blaming motivation. You stop blaming circumstances. You take control. And once you take control, your life transforms. Clapperboard end screen, powerful closing. Remember this. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. Motivation gets you excited. Discipline gets results. Motivation starts the journey. Discipline finishes it. If you want success, stop waiting for motivation. Build discipline. Show up every day. Do the work. Stay consistent. Never quit. Because discipline beats motivation. Every time. And the moment you master discipline, you master your life. Loudspeaker call to action. If this message inspired you, don't just feel motivated, take action. Start today. Choose one habit. Commit to it. Stay disciplined. And if you're ready to build discipline and change your mindset, White Right Pointing Backhand Index subscribe for more motivational speeches. White Right Pointing Backhand Index like this video to support the message. White Right Pointing Backhand Index comment discipline if you're committed to consistency. White Right Pointing Backhand Index share this with someone who needs to hear it. Your future is built by what you do daily, not when you feel motivated.